During the demonstrations, photos like this were being shared widely. And the people who were sharing those photos were leaders supporting William Ruto and their supporters. Their main aim was to discredit the demonstrations and to paint Azimio as idlers who were wasting time demonstrating while they were very busy in the farms. But it appears things are very bad in those areas we were seeing sharing those photos. Serious hunger is biting them. I want us to have a look at a story captured by Citizen, a story that is going to inform the basis of our analysis. Citizen TV Kenya. Sisi hatutaki maneno ya handshake. Tunataka maendeleo. Kirinyaga leaders saying as they distribute relief food. So the same people who are sharing photos of themselves in the farms, hunger is biting them to a point. They are now being taken to relief food. Where have they taken the harvest? They were showing all over. What has changed in less than 1 month, ladies and gentlemen? And this is very interesting because the areas that were demonstrating, we are not seeing this magnitude of hunger in those areas. We are not seeing relief food being taken to those areas. Why is it that relief food is being taken to an area that naturally, from what we are being told, should be having a bumper harvest? I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand in clear terms the political games being played here and why the mountain residents must and should wake up. They should be demanding of progressive leadership, not retrogressive leadership. Let's proceed. Yes. The big question now is, why is relief food being taken to Kirinyaga, an area we were told was expecting a bumper harvest as other opposition areas were wasting time on the streets? Why is relief food being taken to such kind of a place? The first answer is actually true that hustlers don't even have farms to till. So the top leadership in UDA and Kenya Kwanza, they were just using those photos to hoodwink Kenyans and suspecting Kenyans that those supporting the government were actually busy in their farms building the nation, while those who were against, or those who were on the streets, were not there to build the country, but were just there to destroy. I'm seeing that as the first answer. The photos that were being shared were of the big boys supporting William Samoei Ruto. A Mama Mboga, a hustler down there, does not even have a farm to till. So that was just a propaganda by the government. And then secondly, these Kirinyaga leaders are saying our Turkey handshake, wanataka maendeleo. And then as they say that, they are busy distributing a relief food. I don't know whether a relief food is what they call maendeleo, because that to me is just a form of a token. That's something that cannot sustain a population. It's like giving somebody fish, not teaching him on how to fish. So I consider that as retrogressive politics, not progressive politics. Politics of handouts, and that should not be encouraged. And it seems to appear that's the strategy, or rather, that's the style on how Kenya Kwanza is playing their politics. And it's very unfortunate that these leaders supporting William Ruto, they are just trying to borrow from William Ruto's bad record. I consider that's some kind of bad politics. William Ruto campaigned on the basis of giving tokens and handouts, lies and propaganda. If you look at these leaders supporting William Ruto, that's the style of politics they are also adopting. Instead of building roads, building schools, making sure that there is no corruption, making sure there is that rule of law, they are busy giving handouts to their people. I'm seeing a people, if they don't wake up, they'll just be reliant on handouts. And as years goes by, there will be development in those areas will actually be behind. They will be behind in terms of development. It takes progressive leaders to bring their people development, not these ones just taking handouts to their people. Something also coming out very clearly, you are seeing that clearly the people on the mountain are still politically naive. They are suffering for lack of knowledge. If you compare the current crop of leaders and the ones they rejected, I'm very sure that they rejected very good leaders but opted to elect quacks, amateurs who don't understand anything at all to do with the leadership. So they must wake up, not to be used, because it's clear they are being used by those Mount Kenya politicians. And also something coming out very clearly, you are now seeing the divide. It's actually true that Kenya is divided into two, and I'm saying this with a lot of confidence. And I know societies are always that way. In a society, there has to be that divide. It's something that you can't avoid. It has to be there. Kenya is divided into two. A majority have realized some, or rather, a majority have seen the light, only that they are being silenced as a result of fake presidential elections every time we go to an election. Kenya is divided into two, that majority and a minority. And it's very unfortunate that this minority, whose eyes are still closed, their egos are being massaged into thinking that now they are doing the right thing. While the truth is, they are actually being taken as fools. Look on how their leaders are misusing them. Look on how William Ruto easily convinced them that he was going to form a government with them. Look on how William Ruto still, even though now he's the president, he still keeps on giving new promises, which again is not fulfilling, but the same people are still believing that this is the right person, ladies and gentlemen. There is that divide in Kenya, and it's actually true that these ones who believe in William Ruto or what he's doing, they are automatically, openly politically naive. That's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let me stop it there. But as I stop, politics of hate and division, politics that revolves around Raila Odinga, should not be the requirement for one to be elected on the mountain. Because it appears that these mountain leaders, they don't have anything to tell the people. They must use Raila Odinga to endear themselves to the people. Kenyans in those areas on the mountain should reject that kind and brand of politics. It's not about Raila Odinga. It's about the elected leaders delivering to their people. You can't deliver through tokens. Let's meet in our next analysis. If you are watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.